House to Home, brought to you by RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
All right, my friends, welcome back to the show. This is House to Home, where we tell you everything you know about real estate. And knowing and having a proper real estate education means knowing how not to fall into foreclosure. Thankfully, we have Liz and Gina here from RE/MAX Diamond Realty Guam. So ladies, let's talk about exactly what is foreclosure as far as a definition, and then how can people not get into that situation, because that is bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually it is.
Well, foreclosures, it's a situation where, let's say, you have not paid your loan payment. For example, if your loan payment is $1,200 or $1,500 a month, and you failed to pay 3 months of your mortgage, then you'll get a notice somewhere down the line from either the bank or the attorney saying, you missed your payment, it's overdue. And then you'll continue to get notices, and there's a period where they say, we've turned it over to the attorney, and you can no longer communicate with the bank because the attorney has taken over the process of collecting the difference. Or they would, there's a period of time, of course, where they would give you an eviction notice. So there is a process, and there's a window of time for that. But basically what we wanted to talk about, how to avoid that. So before you even become late on your monthly payments, you know, start thinking about, if you can't afford it, before you're in default, contact a real estate agent to help you liquidate the property, or do something about it, or get some advice about what you can do, because there are programs that the bank offers for people that go into, they've lost their jobs and they can't afford to pay. Sometimes there's a time frame where they can give you some time, but you have to keep paying your mortgage, or there's a program where they can reduce your mortgage payment. Again, it's all dependent on whether the bank offers that particular program. And
they're considerate to the fact that, you know, sometimes bad things happen to good people.
Yeah. You know, they do have programs that take that into consideration, but the key here is you cannot wait until you've already been delinquent 3 to 6 months and go in for help. Mm-hmm. We had somebody who approached our office most recently that a year ago maybe lost his job. Mm-hmm. And he waited until after the foreclosure had already taken place to come in to ask for help. At that point, it's too late. No one's going to be able to help you. The realtors can't help you. The lender can't help you. You've already been foreclosed upon. So what happens is the bank will wait it out. There's a 12-month right of redemption here, where you basically have 12 months to go in and pay off your complete balance, and you could take back the property. So during that period, it kind of just sits there and wait. You know, you have to wait. The bank is waiting out that time period.
Which if you had a hard time paying your bills anyway, probably isn't going to happen.
It's not going to happen. Yeah. It's not going to happen.
You certainly can't pay it off in 12 months if you had a hard time paying it month to month.
No, not the entire balance. Yeah. But let's say you lost your job last week. That would be the perfect opportunity to go into the bank and say, listen, bad things happen to good people. I've not been delinquent on my payments. I'm here to ask for help because here's what's happened. And I actually have a family member who went through that process where that's exactly, you know, company had, you know, they furloughed some people. Mm-hmm. So during that period, he went into the bank, he signed up for their program, and they were able to give him, I think, at the time, 3 months. So it was no payments due for 3 months period, and then after that, they added the interest back into his loan program, and he was able to find a job in the 3 months that he was waiting. Mm-hmm. They were able to help him out because he didn't wait until he was delinquent to go ask for help. But once you're delinquent, there's not a whole lot the banks could do.
Mm-hmm. Now, how about for the opportunistic investors? And, you know, because when houses are foreclosed upon, that information is made public, right?
Yes, it is.
And there are people that can snatch the property right up.
Well, there's a number of ways to do that. Sometimes the bank will look at what is the mortgage balance. Sometimes the bank will buy it back, buy it during auctions. They will keep the property within their assets, and then they would put it on the market for sale with an agent, so that they can recover. You know, especially if the value is on the high side, they want to keep it because it would enhance their portfolio.
Have you ever seen anyone buy their own foreclosed upon property back?
In terms of right of redemption?
Yeah, well, the same person.
There have been a few that have done that.
We've actually worked with a few families who've
That's
actually
remarkable.
done that.
Yes.
I mean, you would want your own house back, I would assume.
The circumstances that leads to that are extremely sad. I mean, not even stuff we want to talk about
Yeah.
on air, but
We've
we've had a
helped.
couple of families who've actually
Who
had to go
recovered.
in and re-buy their home that was foreclosed, you know, foreclosed on, and they were able to do it. And in like in my case, the bank helped them out.
Yeah, and I had
Yeah.
a situation where there were issues with the land. There was issues with the property itself,
Yeah.
which actually was an advantage to the original landowner. It was the daughter, but it was really heartwarming to be able to be instrumental in them buying their property back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of like one of the best real estate transactions is when a family recovers their
But
property.
it's rare.
Yeah, I was gonna, every,
Yeah.
like,
It's very rare.
And that was why what we wanted to
needle in a
talk
haystack,
about.
right?
Yeah, we wanted to talk about
Yeah.
this so that when families are it looks like they're going to encounter some issues, talk to someone to help them before they get into that delinquent period.
Yeah, don't wait
Don't
until
wait.
it's too late. Don't miss the 3 months, the 6 months. Don't wait for the attorney letters to start asking for help. Ask right away.
and maybe try not to solve all of your own problems on
Right.
your own.
Reach
because
out
yeah, there
and
are
ask
people
for
there that
help.
can help you.
And
Yes.
right now, there's a lot of federal programs that are designed to help, but not if you've waited too long.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, and before we wrap this up, last question. What does this do to a person's credit rating
Oh.
and the ability to get a future loan of any
It messes up the credit
Yeah.
rating
Well,
because
yeah.
that will stick with you until you pay that loan off. But
There's a
once
question that they
pay-
ask on the loan application, right? It says, has a
Yes,
house ever been
yes.
foreclosed upon?
Yes, and you actually have to get rid of that debt
Debt.
before any lender could even entertain you. And you have to show that the circumstances that led you down that road were completely beyond your control. And there is a list of questions they ask you to make that determination, and that's something a lender could certainly sit with you on and go through the questionnaire to see if you will fit into a program, you know, where you can buy property now even if you've been through a foreclosure. And there are people who have done that as well.
All right, ladies.
It's not impossible.
All right, well, thank you so much. We
Thank
appreciate the
you.
information as always.
Thank
and my
you.
friends, as Liz and Gina always tell us week to week here on House to Home, these decisions can be a little bit tough, but for the most part, they're kind of cut and dry. You just have to know the right information, and that's why we're very lucky to have them here on the island. So stay tuned. We're back after this.